Alright guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my CD collection, Binder 2. This will be the last part of it, unless I pull out all my comedy CDs and just do a short video on that kind of stuff, or my soundtracks. But today we're going to be looking at M through Z. And got a lot more CDs outside of the binder in this one because, well, for one reason, really, but we'll get to that when we get there. So let's open it up here. And we're going to start off with Stephen Malkmus and the Jicks. And Stephen Malkmus, he was the lead singer for, well, one of the lead singers for Pavement. After Pavement broke up, it kind of broke up into two camps. There was Stephen Malkmus, and then there was Scott Kinnenberg, who went on with the Preston School of Industry, which I don't even know if they're still around or not anymore. But Stephen Malkmus is still going strong. Let me flip the page here, and we have a few Marilyn Manson CDs here, and then I have a bunch more because I pulled out all the cases for these because I've been listening to a lot of Marilyn Manson here lately, getting ready for Born Villain to come out, so I have all his stuff except for maybe some singles and things like that, so got that. And then we got Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. Fantastic sort of, I don't know, kind of Decemberist-esque band, kind of folky and stuff. I prefer Dusk of Retreat to the new one, though. And we got Metric. MGMT. I like this album a lot, but I didn't really care for the newer stuff, so I didn't get any of that. Rhett Miller. What can you say? Rhett Miller. Charles Mingus, and Black Saint and the Sinner Lady, two fantastic jazz albums. Definitely check those out. Modest Mouse, more Modest Mouse. Mogwai, a fantastic post-rock group. If you guys are looking to get into post-rock, Mogwai is a good group to start with. More Mogwai, more Mogwai, and then Mono, which is an awesome Japanese post-rock group. Very good stuff. More Mono. The Most Serene Republic, a very kind of chaotic pop band from Canada, part of the Arts and Craft. Not really collective. They're a separate band from like Broken Social Scene, but they're part of that big group up there. We got Roy Montgomery and Mum. Okay, and I'll flip over and talk more about Mum. I got into Mum through Sigur Rós, and they're an Icelandic group. It's kind of hard to describe because in the early CDs they were very kind of precious sounding, and then with this CD they got a lot darker, and then this one kind of went back to the preciousness a little bit. So there's actually a song on here, the first song on this CD. When one of my friends heard it, she said it kind of sounded like Deranged Care Bears, so there you go, that's a good review. Mumford & Sons, Sigh No More, I actually really enjoy this CD. Then we got My Bloody Valentine, fantastic noise, shoegaze band. I love everything that these guys have done. There was rumors that they were going to be doing another album, but I don't think anything ever materialized out of that. Nada Surf, I love Nada Surf. I think they're a fantastic group, and yes, they went on longer than just the song Popular, so definitely check out The Weight Is a Gift and Let Go, two fantastic albums. Marissa Nadler, and we got Willie Nelson here, and then we flip over and we got more Willie Nelson. My grandmother was actually a huge Willie Nelson fan, so I got to hear some Willie Nelson back in the day. And then, of course, we have Neutral Milk Hotel. Leo Castell talked a little bit about this album. It seems like it's sort of one of those people who really like music enjoy it, and then other people think it's weird. Actually, my favorite song on this is Aeroplane Over the Sea, and when I played it for my wife, she thought it was a very romantic song, but it's actually about this guy digging up his dead girlfriend because he wants to be with her. Kind of, I guess. So after I told her that, she kind of doesn't think it's that romantic anymore. But then we have, oh man, my throat's clogging up. We got New Order here. I've loved New Order for a very long time. It's a natural progression from Joy Division, and you know, especially after listening to love will tear us apart. This was really the direction I think that Joy Division would have went anyway had the group stayed to get, Ian Curtis hadn't killed himself. So more New Order. More New Order. Then we have the New Pornographers, one of my favorite groups of all time. Just a fantastic. It's weird because when I say that's like power pop, you kind of get this weird idea in your head of like, I don't know, like the Jonas Brothers or something. But definitely one of the best bands these last 10 years. I really enjoy the New Pornographers. And got more new Pornographers here. And the song Challengers, for some reason, I don't know why, but Challengers, I find it to be like one of the most emotionally devastating songs. I should do a list of emotionally devastating songs. That'd be kind of fun. We'd all get depressed. 9 Inch Nails, I was a pretty big 9 Inch Nails fan, but, there was kind of a rivalry back in the day between 9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson fans. God, my throat. And I was more of a Marilyn Manson fan than 9 Inch Nails, but I still really enjoy 9 Inch Nails. And then Nirvana. I really do love Nirvana, and I think it's kind of a trendy thing nowadays to be kind of dismissive of them. And on some, occasions I am a little dismissive of them because on the one hand they did change music, but on the other hand they led to a bunch of bands like Nickelback. So, on one hand, I really do enjoy what they did and their music. But on the other hand, they opened this floodgate of just terrible, terrible music. So, and actually, Unplugged in New York, in my humble opinion, this is the only reason why MTV Unplugged existed. This is the best performance of MTV Unplugged, and I think it's the only one to really get the attention of everybody. You know what I mean? Like, a bunch of artists did Unplugged, but nothing really got the attention of Nirvana's Unplugged. More Nirvana. The Knot Twist, a fantastic German. They started off as kind of a German, a punk band, and then they slowly became this more electronic band. So when you get to Neon Golden and The Devil, You and Me, they're just fantastic albums. Definitely listen to Neon Golden. Awesome CD. Opeth. I get into metal every now and then. Passion Pit, fun CD. I really enjoyed this, and I showed it to a lot of people, and got them into them. So, good stuff. Then we get into Pavement. Oh man, Pavement. I got I'm waiting for a Terror Twilight Deluxe Edition. They haven't released that yet, but I love Pavement, and I think they're one of the best bands, ever. And we got more Pavement. Oh, well, these two are Pelican here. A instrumental metal post-rock band. Good stuff. Perfect Circle. I really do enjoy Perfect Circle, although, on the one hand, I think I hear that they're getting ready to do stuff again, and hopefully it's just as good as the old stuff, but, so much time has passed that I get kind of worried when groups take long periods of time off, so we'll see how it goes. Perishers, and then we got the Pet Shop Boys. I really dig on the Pet Shop Boys every now and then. They're a fantastic group. Phasers, Sway, and then we got Pink Floyd and the Pixies. And then wait, is there one before Plus Minus? I can't remember. Yeah, that's Plus Minus. Plus Minus was a fantastic group. I found them by when I worked at FYE back in the day, and I had that discount. I would buy CDs just based on their album art, and I'd look at it, and then I'd go to one of the listening stations, and then say, yeah, I dig this. So Plus Minus is one of those bands that I got into thanks to just having a discount and willing to buy a new CD. So definitely check out Plus Minus. They're fantastic. Well, it's one guy, but And we got Porcupine Tree, Portishead. Now, Portishead's Third is one of my top albums of all time. This is just, when this thing came out, it just blew me away because it's so different than old Portishead. Like, the old stuff sounded like it should be in a James Bond movie a lot of the times, but this is almost menacing, a menacing CD. Fantastic stuff. Postal Service. Talked about them a little bit in the last binder collection. Passat. And then we have Rachel's, which is a sort of a Baroque pop group. Very good stuff. The Raconteurs, I got the first CD, haven't bought anything else by them. Then we get into the Radiohead, which takes up quite a bit of space in here. Because I do have a lot of the singles, and because I want those B-sides and things like that. Got Johnny Greenwood's Body Song, and then Tom York's Eraser. I could spend an entire video just talking about Radiohead. Red Sparrows, another sort of instrumental metal album. Lou Reed Transformer, fantastic stuff. Perfect Day is one of those songs that just, I don't know. Again, one of the most emotionally devastating songs ever. REM, in memorial of REM. You know, they sadly decided to throw it in, but, you know, 31 years is a pretty good, you know, amount of time to be in a band. And then I can't see what this is, and I should remember. Remy Zero, The Golden Hum. Damon Rice, and more Damon Rice. Then we have Ride, another fantastic, you know, the first two albums are fantastic shoegaze albums, and then where they went after these two albums, not my cup of tea, so I don't have them, but these two albums are, especially Nowhere, is just fantastic. And then we have Rilo Kiley. I talked about Jenny Lewis in the previous video. And she, of course, was the girl character in The Wizard. But, you know, something that most people don't remember is one of the other guys, and I can't remember his name at the top of my head right now, but he played Ronnie Penske in Salute Your Shorts on Nickelodeon. So there's a really good pedigree of this band, you know. They were child stars. So, but I really do like Rilo Kiley. I've kind of fallen out of them, and I haven't really followed them anymore, but still really good. Röyksopp, I really enjoy Röyksopp. Fantastic electronic group. See in the Cake. This is the only See in the Cake album I own, but it's really awesome. Go out and look. See in the Cake We, and it's a fun CD to drive to. I don't know. It's just so like peppy. It just, I don't know, makes the drive shorter. I love the Shins. Looking forward to their new album whenever they get ready to put it out. Then we have Sia. I watched 6 Feet Under, and especially that last episode when it played Breathe Me by Sia, I was just an emotional wreck for hours after watching the last episode of 6 Feet Under, so I had to go out and buy the CD so I could listen to that song and relive old torment. And then next we have Sigur Rós, a fantastic group that I got into through Radiohead, and just crazy Icelandic. I mean, Ágætis Bæjarljón, where is it at? Right there. This album, if you listen to it headphones at, you know, with certain volumes, or, you know, it can shatter your head. I mean, it's just that dense of an album. And then after this, they kind of went into a more quiet, restrained. You know, they get loud every now and then, but that Ágætis Bæjarljón, sometimes when that bow string hits the guitar string, it shatters your senses. Silver Mount Zion, an offshoot of Godspeed You Black Emperor. I used to have more of their CDs, but they all got stolen, and these are the only two that I rebought. Silver Sun Pickups. I talked a little bit about how I think Nirvana opened the floodgates to sort of bad music, but this is an example of them opening the floodgates to good music. So, you know, with this sort of wanting to sound like 90s bands again, with things like Nickelback, it just sets my teeth on edge, and I really hope I offend somebody by making fun of Nickelback. But Silver Sun Pickups is a good example of when that kind of stuff goes well. Although Swoon was not as good as the previous album. Got some Frank Sinatra there. I enjoy listening to some classic recordings. I really enjoy like recordings, you know, from the 50s and have that analog sound and good stuff. Slide, this was a group that played at the Dublin Irish Festival here in Ohio, and I really enjoyed them, so I picked up one of their CDs. Who we got there? Oh, Small Sins. This is another group that I got into because of the album art, and I wish I had the case out so I could show you. It's just like a little toy keyboard, and it just, for some reason, it just when I saw the case, it just set something, you know, it set something up in me, and I was like, oh, I gotta check out this CD. Fantastic little electronic pop group, or alternative group, I guess. Good stuff. Elliott Smith. You know, what can you say about Elliott Smith? He was pretty prolific, and it's pretty sad what happened to him, but, you know, and I guess in rock and roll these things happen. Snow Patrol. I actually really like Snow Patrol, and they're before Grey's Anatomy got a hold of them and put them out everywhere. But I haven't really followed them since, those two albums. So, and then we got Sonic Youth here, and I'm a big Sonic Youth fan. Love Sonic Youth. I think they're one of the best bands ever. Some of their songs, some of their albums are a little harder to listen to than others, especially when you get into these. These are just them kind of screwing around. But I definitely think that more Sonic Youth and more Sonic Youth. I definitely think that they're a group that everyone should. I think that's Sonic Youth there too. I can't remember. No, that's Sana. Okay. I think everyone should take a look into Sonic Youth and find some stuff. Rather Ripped was actually a really good album. I really enjoyed that one. And then we got Sana, which is a group on the same record label as Explosions in the Sky, and I got a sort of a sampler disc from that record label, and I really enjoyed the band, so I picked that up. Southland, they're a pretty fun band. Sparta Threes, and Sparta's getting ready to come back. I had Porcelain, and it got, when all my CDs got stolen, or no, actually that predated that. Never mind. I never had Porcelain. I got confused there. But Sparta Threes is a fantastic album. They're getting ready to come back, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to this band coming back because I really enjoyed this album. And I've listened to Porcelain, and I really enjoyed Porcelain as well. Regina Spektor, I liked it at the time. Spoon, I really enjoy Spoon. They're kind of they kind of picked up a little bit where Pavement left off, I guess. They try a little hard sometimes, but I still enjoy them. Stardust, Music Sounds Better With You. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's one of the guys from Daft Punk and another dude, and they just made this one song under this group Stardust, and that was it. And I just remember back in the day the music video being on MTV, and I just loved that song, so I went out and found the single, and yeah, I'm never letting that out of my collection. Stars, another arts and crafts Canadian band. Very good stuff. It's hard to describe them. They're very like this album feels very lovey-dovey, but this album's kind of about a relationship falling apart. I don't know. Great stuff though. Check out Stars. Stars of Track and Field. That gets a little confusing there, but they're an alright group. Stereolab. I used to have more Stereolab, but when my CDs got stolen, I just never got around to buying them back except for this one. So I really do enjoy Stereolab. I need to pick up more of their albums back, again. But check out Stereolab if you like, Radiohead or stuff like that. They kind of have similar mindset, if a different approach, but a similar mindset. The Streets. I loved original Pirate Material, and buying the albums as they came out, they got a little not as good as original Pirate Material, but still good stuff. I enjoy The Streets. Cat Stevens, gotta have some Cat Stevens every now and then. The Submarines, that's a kind of a fun album. Then we got my Sunny Day Real Estates here. Fantastic band. I really wish they would come back, but it just seems like this band is cursed. I don't know. They've broken up 2 times now, and they've regrouped twice, and it just seems to never work out. It seems like everyone wants Sunny Day Real Estate to come back, and then when they do, it's just like, oh, they're back. Okay, well, I've lost interest. So, but I really do miss Sunny Day Real Estate and really do enjoy them. Swell Season. That's the people from the movie Once. So I love that movie, so I had to pick up one of their CDs. Tarkio. This is Colin Malloy's band. Or Tarkio? Yeah, Tarkio. This is Colin Malloy's band before he started the Decemberists, and good stuff there. Then we have Thursday, which I got into Thursday with City by the Light Divided. So this is where my entry point with Thursday was. I do really love War at the time, but anything before that, these two albums right here, I'm not really into them too much because they're really, I don't know, they're not my cup of tea. But, I did pick up the last 2 Thursday albums, and I did really enjoy these. These are more of what I'm into with Thursday doing. And unfortunately, Thursday broke up. and this one's going to be their last album, but still, I really do enjoy this group. The first two albums I don't really care for as much. And as I'm looking over here, I forgot to point out that I do have King of Limbs for my Radiohead collection. This is what comes in the newspaper edition of the album, where you get like the vinyl and all this other stuff in there. It just comes in this little sleeve. So, and let's see, where did I leave off? Thursday. Okay, Toad the Wet Sprocket. I love Toad the Wet Sprocket. I love 90s music. I don't know, there's just something about 90s music for me, more Toad the Wet Sprocket, that it just feels more vital and more sincere than what's currently out there. I listen to MTV in the morning sometimes at work, and I'm just floored by how disposable music sounds nowadays. Tonic, I really do enjoy Tonic, and this has some of my favorite songs on it. I don't know, with the American Pie, they kind of sounded like they were everywhere, because they were always in the American Pie movies, but I really do enjoy that album. Tool, this is one of my seminal bands here. Fantastic stuff. Borderline religious experience for me, listening to Tool. Really do enjoy that band. And I think they're working on another album here soon, which probably will be their last, because Maynard really wants to focus on his winemaking. Emiliana Torini, you'll remember her from singing Gollum's song in Two Towers. I really love her voice, and I think she has another album out after this. I haven't picked it up yet. Travis, I really enjoyed Travis, and in the early days, like with Good Feeling, they sounded a lot like Coldplay, but then they went into a much more sort of quiet direction, only to come back with a later album in a more rock and roll direction. Uncle Tupelo, this was Jeff Tweedy's band before Wilco. I really enjoy this stuff. Alt country, very, very, well, not really fun to listen to, but very interesting to listen to, and very, very fantastic. Uncle. I bought this because of, well, first off, this is DJ Shadow and another dude, and then DJ Shadow got out of this project, the Uncle Project, and went off and, continued doing his own thing, where this guy continued it with more Uncle albums. This is the only Uncle album that really resonated with me, with Rabbit in Your Headlights, and I can't remember the name of the song, but Richard Ashcroft from The Verve sings it, and it was in The movie The Beach, but I can't remember. But this is a fantastic CD, Uncle's Science Fiction. Check it out. I really love that CD. Got into Vampire Weekend when they came out. I like them, but I'm not like a big, huge fan of Vampire Weekend. Vast. This was a song that I heard. I don't know how to describe this group, but I heard this song in a commercial for a book series, and it blew me away. And it took me years to figure out who it was. And once I figured out who it was, I went out and bought this CD. I wish I could remember the name of the song to tell you what it is, but oh well. Velvet Underground. I do love the Velvet Underground, and Leo Castell talked a lot about them, and talk about his favorite songs and stuff on there. Actually, one of my favorite songs, and what really blew my mind with the Velvet Underground was on White Light, White Heat, The Gift, which is this story about a guy mailing himself in the mail to this girl. I mean, it's just a fantastic song, and it's not really a song, it's just like a story set to music, but check out Velvet Underground's The Gift. Really interesting stuff, but I really do enjoy the Velvet Underground. Then we have M. Ward. He's more popular now for She and Him with Zooey Deschanel, but I really do enjoy M. Ward's voice when he sings. Weezer, I got the Blue Album, and I got Pinkerton. As far as I'm concerned, these are the only two Weezer albums that exist. Weezer made these two albums, and they broke up, and then they came back, years later, and it just didn't sound right to me anymore. For some reason, I think if Weezer would have continued on from Pinkerton, and I would have been more interested in them, but because of that big gap of time, and then when they came back with the Green Album, it just didn't click with me as much. And then after, each album after that, it just clicked with me less and less. So as far as I'm concerned, these are the only two Weezer albums that exist. And then we have Kanye, a little Kanye West here. I do enjoy Kanye, although he is kind of he's kind of a jerk, you know, a douchebag sometimes, but, you know, like the whole Taylor Swift thing I actually found to be quite funny, so I don't know why everyone, it's like, you know, he threw a puppy out a window or something, but I thought it was quite funny that he, you know, messed with Taylor Swift there. Wilco, I love Wilco. I haven't bought the new album yet, but yeah, they're definitely... Yankee Hotel Foxtrot was one of my favorite albums of that, you know, time period. And more Wilco. And then we get to Brian Wilson stuff here. I got Imagination. Getting Out of My Head, I think it's called. I can't remember. My brain's... I just woke up not too long ago. My brain's fried. Smile, which is fantastic, but after listening to the Beach Boys version, I prefer some of the Beach Boys versions. They just have better vocal effects, I think, on the songs. Lucky Old Son, actually really, really good. And then Reimagines Gershwin. I wish he would have done more with Rhapsody in Blue than he did, but still a fun album. I didn't pick up In the Key of Disney. I'm not really in the Disney music, but I do want to give it a listen because it is Brian Wilson. So then we have the XX, a fantastic new group from England. I really enjoy this album. I don't know, there's just something chill about it that really I really like. Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I saw these guys in concert for the Fever to Tell era, and I really, really enjoy the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Karen O is just pure sex on the stage. I mean, you know, sometimes in pictures she doesn't look that attractive, but man, when you see her perform, you are just in awe of her. She just has energy to spare. Yo La Tengo, another fantastic indie group from the Matador record label. I really enjoy Yo La Tengo. I got a lot, but not all. But good stuff. And one of the best album titles ever, I'm Not Afraid of You and I Will Beat Your Ass. I love that. When they released that album, I laughed so hard when I saw that album title. And then I think we're getting to we're to the end here. I got Neil Young. You cannot overstate Neil Young's influence on music. I love Neil Young, and you know, just fantastic stuff. So that is Binder. Oh no. I mean, this is a little bit out of alphabetical order, but I keep forgetting about these CDs that haven't made it into the binder yet. And just to bring it back to video games for you guys a little bit, I do have Utada's This Is the One CD. And the reason why I picked this up is because the American release has Simple and Clean, Sanctuary opening and Sanctuary ending from Kingdom Hearts on it. So I have the official release of those. And the rest, I mean, I really liked her, especially with Sanctuary. I think that was kind of a really awesome song. But her music, it doesn't really fall in line with that. She's got a much more pop-oriented mind, where I think, like, Sanctuary is a bit more, I don't know, it's a bit more poppy in the way I like pop, but her stuff is a little bit more, I guess, commercial in a way. So, but just to bring it back to video games, because I haven't been doing very many video game, video game videos here soon, but I got some coming up. So there's that. So that's Binder 2, and that is my CD collection. Hopefully, you know, this wasn't too awful boring for you guys. Hopefully, you know, if I get you guys into any of these bands, I'll consider these videos a win. But I didn't really talk too much about each individual album per artist. I might do artist reviews later on. But oh yeah, let me keep rambling here while I walk away from the camera. You guys can't really hear me very well. Just one thing I do want to bring out. If you guys are into comedy at all, definitely give this dude a listen, Bill Hicks. You know, some guys really enjoyed me talking about Bill Hicks just in my video for my game room tour, but his stuff is just really awesome, so definitely check out Bill Hicks. You know, and really the only other comedy CDs I own are David Cross and Bill Cosby, so that kind of informs you in my comedic, where my loyalties lie in comedy. But here soon, I hope to have up a game discussion of Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. I'm kind of taking a break from it for a minute because Oh man, I'm at a point where I really have to grind out some level or some mantras. So I kind of took a break from it. I'm getting back in the cave story, so I'll probably have the cave story game discussion up first, and then maybe Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. God, those games. That's a mouthful. But anyway, we'll get back into video games here soon. I just want to do this brief diversion into CDs because I don't know. I wanted to talk about music a little bit, so. I'll put up another video here soon, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care.